Right. Okay. Last time, on Need for Speed Most Wanted, we did the Blacklist 4 race events. And because I noticed we had 11 of these to do, I figured it was just easier for me to simply just get through all these races, but do them in 2 parts. Doing 6 races with my Lamborghini, and also doing the other 5 races using, well, the Corvette. And now that we've done both of those, we can now go and customize this thing, because, well, we have a unique vinyl that we need to fit. And that's what we're going to do. And yes, I am pretty sure that when it comes down, of course, to the pursuit milestones that I need to get, that is going to be an interesting fish to fry, if I do say so myself. But I am pretty sure we can no doubt play double dutch with the police and beat them at it, because that is pretty much what I have been doing for most of this time. So, to start this off, we are going to put on our exclusive vinyl. These are probably going to be the same as the ones I have seen before. And yes, they are. Yeah, might as well look through and see what we have. I actually don't mind that vinyl. That could actually go pretty well with this thing. We'll just have to wait and see what else there is. You know what? I think I'll go with that one. I think I'll go with the fucking stripe vinyl, because this thing actually doesn't look too bad. And as for the colour... Hmm. 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 I think I'll paint this thing... Yeah, let's paint it orange. Why not? I don't think it's going to involve me using any other vinyls. And no, it doesn't. I'm gonna stick with the stripe vinyl. I think that's fine. I'm actually done here now. Okay, so we got our unique vinyl fitted. And now... Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna keep this thing as it is. While we get through the pursuit milestones. So we've done all the race events. Now we are going to move on to the photo tickets. And before we do anything else, I of course am going to put some performance tuning on this thing by increasing both the nitrous and also the supercharger, so I know I will get enough speed out of the car. It might give me more oversteer, but the truth is, when you're having to hit as high speeds as what I am now going to have to be hitting, for this type of tuning, well, in all honesty, it had to be done. And that's what we're doing now. As I have boosted the power output of both my nitrous and my supercharger. Here is to hoping I do not get absolutely ramshackled by the traffic, and am I going to be fast enough? Yes, I will be. At 192. A little bit apprehensive over what was going to happen next, but I still did it either way, so it's fine. So that's our first one down. Now let's get on with our second one, which is all the way over here, and where we need to hit a speed of 164. So, without further ado, let's go and get it. By the way, I am keeping this stripe final. There is no way I'm removing this. I think this stripe final goes really well with the Corvette. I really do. Right. That's our second one met. And now we have just one to go. And that takes place here, with a speed of 152, as we have now passed 4 million bounty points. Right, we know what we have to do. Might as well just give myself a head start whilst I'm at it.
All call signs. We have a 911 report of a speeding vehicle last seen.
And there are going to be cops here sooner rather than
Started
later.
up ahead of that way.
Okay.
Any other details on that last call? My screen's acting
Let's see
up.
what we got.
Suspect's driving an orange Corvette.
Okay. I think before the feds show up, I am gonna head back to the safe house, save the game just in case, so I don't have to do those 2 previous photo tickets again, and then we will get on with obtaining our third and final photo ticket of Blacklist 4. Okay, let's go. 1 to go. Here's to hoping we get it. Okay, now we've got it. Even though I almost threw it away after making contact with that other car. But whatever, it's fine. We've got it done, and now we can save the game again so we don't have to go through those photo tickets again. Took me a few tries to get there, but we did manage to eventually thread the needle. And now that we've done that, we have now got to get ourselves chased by the feds. Which means things are about to get very interesting. So we need to tag a minimum of 28 police vehicles, get 325,000 bounty points in a single pursuit, score 150,000 in the cost to state challenge, and we need to put together a total of 6 infractions while evading the police. Things just got very interesting, but we've saved the game, so we don't have to go through the photo tickets again at least. Alright, here we go.
Dispatch, Echo 15. Show me
I think I am starting to notice a trend here, where we're basically starting off in the centre of Rockport.
traveling way over posted speed limit.
We're basically starting off in the Rockport city centre for pretty much every pursuit we do now.
Copy that, Echo 15.
I think that's just becoming obvious to me now.
Right now.
Do you want to come over to me, or are you honestly
Units on the pursuit call.
preferring
Suspect
not
was
to do
last
so?
seen.
Vehicle spotted. Okay, units over here. Just a sec.
Haha. Would you care to say that again?
Just ran the traffic car.
Oh, he's missed me again.
He's pulling away from me.
I have no idea what he's doing right now, but
Disregard last train.
there we
Sure
go.
got my visual back.
Okay, that should get their attention.
10:59. I'm gonna pin him when I get a chance.
Okay.
I need all available units on this. Get him going, code 3.
Okay, we're doing good so far.
Copy, Echo 15.
Here's to hoping we do not get ourselves arrested before then.
He's cutting through the park.
Okay. And let's see if we can keep him following us. I did of course go maximum on both the nitrous and the supercharger just in
Echo
case.
15. Checking.
So that might be the reason why I'm actually doing pretty well at the moment
All units
in
be
terms
advised.
of
Supervisor has
getting
escalated the
those
change to condition
fucking milestones and... Oh, okay, he's gone.
Trying to catch up now.
I have no idea what he's doing, but...
I
Oh,
spotted the vehicle.
okay.
Better get units over here.
He's back over to me now.
He's going back out of the park.
Okay. Okay, we're still keeping ourselves in contention. We have not been busted yet. Even though I can certainly say there will be some close calls by the time I do get past this. Okay, we've got our 6 infractions. I figured one of them was eventually going to be for speeding. That was honestly inevitable.
10:33.
And now we just have to make sure that we stay.
from your 20. Hang on.
Now we just have to make sure that we can keep this one going. Okay. So we're basically just racking up the numbers at the moment. And no spike strips, as we've evaded our first roadblock. If I really wanted to, I could have hit him, but I figured of course that, well, for the purpose of just being conservative at this point, it would at least be worth it for me to basically go for the objective of... Oh, what's happening here?
Units heading up to the code 3 chase. Suspect was last reported westbound on Highway 201. Squad to be set up around the immediate area. Remaining units begin patrol
What
within the
happened
zone.
there?
Bravo 27, I'm cruising in west of suspect. I have still no contact.
Come on, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for someone to come back. Can someone please come back? Okay, the pursuit continues. Okay, the pursuit continues. And we're now up to heat level 3, which means there will probably be spike strips in just a bit.
I need more backup. We need to get everything you got here.
Cover units heading up to the pursuit call. Be
Okay.
advised, this party was last seen heading eastbound through the valley.
Are you gonna see
interchange.
me?
Supervisor confirms quadrant to be set up. Dispatch 27, we have set up a roadblock.
And we've got a roadblock up ahead.
I'm on him. Let's get everybody over here.
And over this way, in case if there is a spike strip. And as ever, I have to slow down to make sure the pursuit goes on.
Suspect 1042, repeat 1042 with the rig. I think I got him.
Okay,
Bravo 27, we're rolling.
and I can certainly say we are building up that notoriety. Okay.
I'll be there in 30 seconds.
Are you going to stay with me this time?
Looks like
waiting.
Remaining units, be advised, vehicle went BCB, heading westbound on Highway 201. Containment to be set up in
I don't know where he is, but he is not on the same road as me. Oh, never mind.
Somebody just ran my PC.
Okay.
I'm in pursuit. Description to follow.
Alright.
10-4, go ahead.
We are still keeping ourselves in check. And now we've got the Pontiacs. Which means things are about to get interesting.
There he goes. I'm on it. Code 3.
I honestly would not be surprised if I wind up getting busted before this is over. But I'll honestly be amazed if I don't. Because I can certainly say that compared of course to the Gallardo I drove before, this is not a supercar. And gotta run away, or else I would have been blocked, which would have been bad. I continue my evasive tactics, and we're now up to heat level 4, which means there is going to be helicopters in the air before too long. And I call that one perfectly.
Bravo 27, I'm on to the chase and closing in. I'll be waiting for him down the road.
We are continuing to see how long it is before the real gaggle of coppers comes after us. And we are still continuing.
Eagle 1, checking. Can you provide a sit rep?
Code 6, still failing to stop.
Oh, never mind. Gonna have to get out of here somehow. And I do manage to get out. In spite of me almost receiving a double ram from those SUVs. But we're still going, and we are still continuing our notoriety streak, which is what we need to do. And there's a spike strip. Gonna head round the outside and clipping another police car in the process. And so the pursuit continues, as we are continuing with our cost to state challenge, and I have now got infraction number 7. Shit. Come on, get out. Okay, we're out. I do not get busted. And we've got another roadblock up ahead, and there are no spike strips. However, I do need to clip another car in the process, and that's what I do. I could have gone that way if I really wanted to, but I was honestly not prepared to risk it. Still, the way these pursuits go on, after a while they do get pretty intense. Especially when you've pretty much been driving now for what feels like almost 20 minutes, even though it's nowhere near 20 minutes yet. And got another roadblock. Gonna have to head round this side. I step on the brakes in the process. And we are doing good. Hopefully we can keep it that way. Because sooner or later, I will have to make sure I use a fucking pursuit breaker to break away from these guys. And and I don't know if that counts for evading a roadblock, but I do know, of course, that I very much made it clear to say I was not going to be arrested.
He's stopping. I'm gonna try to ease him over. Deploying 1059.
And
Suspect just
continuing
I'm the only unit left. I need more cover out here.
to stay in front.
They're a few minutes away. I'll get an
And
update
that's
on
a
another
wall.
channel.
But that's okay, because I used the nitrous effectively to get back into my position. And I think we're going to be at heat level 5 before too long, the way things seem to be going at the moment. And there is a sawhorse in between. And we have totaled another 2 police cars. And so the pursuit continues, and where inevitably we will reach heat level 5 before this is over. And that's another spike strip evaded.
I lost him. Get units on my point to set up containment.
Cover units be advised. Suspect was last seen westbound past Hickley
And
Field.
the pursuit is not over yet.
Got him. Get everybody
It's
going.
not over until I say it's over.
Suspect just knocked everyone out.
And I think that's now 21 police cars I've traded paint with.
Your cover
So
is
we
still
are
clear. I'll check other channels. It does
just,
look like they're a few minutes away, though.
yeah, using a pursuit breaker here to take the shortcut. And I can definitely say we will be within the top 3 of the most wanted blacklist before too long. Gotta make sure I keep the coppers with me, because that is how I get the bounty points. And got another roadblock, and just like that, we break through another roadblock. And okay, he has not given up yet.
Located. Reinitiating pursuit.
I think my longest pursuit up to this point has been fucking 16 minutes. That was really tough to get out of, I'm not gonna lie. I did not think I was gonna escape that the way I did.
We got those spikes waiting for him.
And we've got another spike strip.
I'm on him. Let's get everybody over here.
And I think that's now, yeah, that's 24 police vehicles we've now traded paint with.
Units are a
I
couple
feel
miles away.
like this is going to be contrived, because I feel like something much more sinister is going to happen before too long. And got a roadblock on one side of the road, not the other side of the road.
Let's block his lane. Slow this thing down. Stand by.
Okay. I almost made a critical mistake there by slamming into the wall. That would have been disaster. And I somehow traded paint with one of the SUVs, even though I barely clipped him.
Let's canvass the area.
But are we going to get more attention here?
Vehicle was last reported heading east on Highway 99. Supervisor requesting
Is
you set up a
anyone
quadrille
gonna see
ASAP.
me?
Units remain on
There is
code
a
6.
roadblock up ahead, and I break through these 2. Okay, we've got the cop cars milestone under our belt now. So now we have to try and see if we can keep these coppers following me. If we can. Unless they've just decided to give up. Police, and yep, they've just given up. Oh well. At least we met 3 of our milestones. However, I still need to get the other one, which is the bounty point score. So we did most of these anyway. And I think that means we are going to be under a bit more scrutiny from now on.
Hey! Hey! Homies, look! Can you still say homie? I don't even know, man. I'm from old school. Hey, look, how you doing? Looks like being a good driver doesn't mean you got good taste. I thought you guys were all supposed to be about street rep. What? No, I'm playing. I'm sorry, I'm playing. I don't mean to front like that. Look, hey, what's the deal with that rat of yours? Don't you care about how it looks? I mean, man, maybe I could help you out with some, pinstripes. My personal favorite. Look, hey, I look forward to busting you. Again, and again, and again. So look, get some rest. I'll be seeing you.
I can certainly say the way they approach the cross voicemails in this. I can certainly say when they approach the voicemails from Sergeant Cross, they do actually seem to be more comedic than the last. Almost. And we get a voicemail from Raj about JV. Oh, I completely missed that.
Hey, number 4 on the blacklist is up. JV's a popular guy with the crowd, so take him out quick and move on. Don't let this hang over you too long.
10-4, Raj. However, I still need to get my bounty points, since that is the one thing I missed. And before we get on with that, I of course need to save the game again, so I do not have to repeat the pursuit I just went through. May not exactly be the popular way to approach this, but quite honestly, I don't really give a shit about repeating pursuits I have already done, and it's honestly just easier for me to basically just tell him to get out of the way, and for me to just focus on getting through these. So this is the one we have left. Although, to be fair, I don't think we were quite close enough to getting 300,000 bounty points in the process anyway. But whatever. Let's try and see if we can get those bounty points. Especially since our heat level is much higher now. Yeah, heat level 5. It's fair to say it really does give you a taste of your own medicine. However, I have to try this again because I am a completist. As much as I may hate to do it, I still have to get this fucking thing to 300,000 bounty points. Just so I leave no stones unturned. However, I have established it's easier for me to now get to 325,000 bounty, which is kind of where I need to be. And that's basically what I am doing here. As I am very much choosing to be the villain. Are you gonna come after me or not? Okay.
Send me some 1044. I need some trucks to help out.
Yeah, I think the reason why I failed earlier on is because, well, the pursuit again, it went on for too long. Fuck you. You can pretty much drill me all you want, but you're not gonna stop me. If you know what's good for you.
Vehicles in the block.
Okay, we're still moving. We have not given up just yet. I have also established that a pursuit breaker needs to happen sooner rather than later. That is what I need to do now. I need to find a way to this fucking pursuit breaker, and I use the stage as a top target. And we've got a chopper over our heads. And I also know that if I am going to get to my bounty target, I have to make sure this pursuit does not go on for too long. In order for me to succeed with this, that is. And using the police tower to cut off one of the routes, and we have got some SUVs. Alright. Okay, we are keeping ourselves in good shape. And shoot him right through there as the police trip over themselves. And now I really need to make sure I hit. Okay, that pursuit breaker is not gonna happen, Chief. As much as I really want it to happen. Okay, and fuck. I missed it. What I did not miss is that one. Thankfully.
Suspect is in the park. He's into the park. Stand by.
Okay.
Heads up, spikes out of the lane.
And yep. Okay. And now we've got crosses boys to deal with. That makes this even more interesting. Well, we've met our bounty score. Now we need to break off the pursuit. As soon as we can.
Let's get ready to move in on him.
I need to lose these bitches before they draw me again. That's what needs to happen. I need to make sure I lose. I need to make sure I lose these sons of bitches. Okay. I'm gonna head over here. And I hope I am heading the right way with this.
75 as soon as I get by him, we'll advise. Stand by.
Okay, and heading down here. And right before contact is made, that's another one avoided. Are there any spike strips? There are spike strips on both sides. I cut through the sawhorse. And now I gotta make sure I hit this next pursuit breaker. I need to make sure I hit it and hit it right. Okay, it's right there. Now they are crushed. Or most of them are crushed. Okay, now I think they're crushed. Although this pursuit is not over yet. We still have more of these to get through. We're not exactly finished with this one yet. Okay, we're through there. And that pursuit breaker is not where I want it to be. However, I've established that's okay. Because I can still take the road here up the highway. Where's the nearest one? I need one, and I need one fast. Okay, and heading through here, just for good measure. Police tower right there. Make sure I hit that. That should cut him off for enough time in my opinion.
That's affirmative. We've taken too much damage here, and we're going back to station. We're gonna take him out before this gets out of control. I lost him. Let's canvas the area.
Oh, and I missed that one. That's honestly not too surprising. I have nowhere else to go aside from there. Okay, and there's a water tower right there. I'm not missing that one.
Give me a situation report when you can.
At the Rosewood Fire Station. Okay, hopefully that should be enough. Now, I need to find the cooldown spot.
Southbound on Highway 99.
Need
You
it,
have a green
and
light
I
to go
need it
ahead and set up a
fast.
containment.
I lost him. Data no longer pursued. I lost him. Let's get on that, start by some patrols, minimal delay.
Dispatch, this is Bravo 27 requesting 1085. I am the only one in this quadrant. Repeat, I am the only one in this quadrant.
Okay,
Bravo
let's
27.
see. Okay, so we got over 1 million bounty
Dispatch,
points.
this is Charlie 24. We got a suspicious character here matching the code 6's description. Checking it out now.
Okay. Are we actually gonna get away with this? It's gonna be close. I think we just might have done. Yes! There we go. And we get 690,000 bounty points. Nice. And we were well above the bounty target we needed. So that went on for 7 minutes altogether. We damaged a total of 22 police vehicles and immobilized 22 of them. We dodged 9 spike strips, 8 roadblocks, and we got 230,700 credits in the Costa State, and we got 6 unserved infractions. The only 2 we didn't get were reckless driving and hit and run. But that's okay, because we are now up to 6 million bounty points, and we have also evaded the police once again, putting our completion total now up to 72%. Which means that with the last 5 members of the blacklist, we are definitely into the real meat of the game now. However, before we go racing, you know I gotta do the thing. And that thing is pretty much just me going out and basically retuning this thing. I basically have to do it, I mean, come on. If I'm going to be racing the Corvette again, I need this heat level to go down. You know that's what I have to do. It pretty much has to be done, whichever way you see it. As I run into the back of a taxi. But anyway, heading over to the shop, and now that we've made it, we are going to retune this thing. So that now means it is time once again to cue the music. Okay, I think we are done with this thing. And we have also pretty much made all the changes we need to make. And now that that's done, we are going... Oh, so that explains why I've been busted 0 times. Because the get out of jail free markers do not count towards me being busted. Although I can assure you, I have been busted in this game now at least 3 times, from what I can recall. But anyway, we've got our heat level back down now, so we've pretty much done everything we need to do to this thing. And now that that's done, we are going to go racing with JV, as I will now save the game once again so we don't have to repeat what we did before. Okay, we are Gucci, and now we are ready to race Joe Vega. And where once again we have got 3 events to do, and oh shit, one of them is a drag race. So we've got Dunwich and Hills, Rosewood and Heritage, and Petersburg and Highway 201. I think you know precisely which one I am not looking forward to. But anyway, let's go racing. So we are racing JV at high noon. And before we get on with this, as it is a case of Corvette versus Viper over who wins, we're very much racing at high noon. However, before then, I am going to detune my car down to here, so it makes the race more interesting. And once again, nailing it on the launch. Getting a little bit of wheel spin there off the line, which is expected. And as much as this may torture me, and I slam straight into the median. And before we continue, this is my detuning that I did. I detuned it from maximum down to +2, so we should still have some speed on us. That's what the setting is now. And now we have to make sure that we can somehow rebuild this dam. This dam of legitimacy that says I will come away with getting all these cars, regardless of how much it may kill me in the end. But the point is, there's no point in stopping now, and no cement mixer this time, or concrete mixer, depending on what you call it. And I hit the same wall again. But that's okay, because I am ahead of JV, and that is where I need to be. Had to lift off the throttle there, or else I would have crashed. And that wall really slowed me down. I'm gonna suspect that was because the wall itself also technically had a guardrail. And my car is pretty heavily damaged already. But I am still ahead. And what the hell is JV doing on this attempt? And yep, my car is over on both sides. And the gap is less than 100 between the two of us in terms of speed. That car was not very helpful. As I set a speed of 128, JB is now catching back up to me. However, I don't think he's going to beat me because I have the better car altogether. And there we go, 895. And JV set an overall speed of 794. And now we have to get on with the drag race. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the fucking poopy race again. The race that quite literally stinks. Because that is how much I hate it. Yeah, did I mention drag races in this game are shit? As in, it's about as bad as quite literally... As in, it's about as bad as basically just slipping and sliding on oil all the time. And you know you have no grip. In other words, it's like you're literally running across oil without any tyre tread. And that's basically what I think drag racers feel like in this game. And JV wrecked himself. I doubt that's going to be the last time I do the drag race. Especially since this is only my second attempt. Well, I think we've passed the worst of it now, so... let's try and see if we can get through the second speed trap race. And I get fucked by a pickup truck. I have no idea why I picked the oncoming lane. I need to be in the flowing lane. And that's where I now am. Right before... we get to unlocking JV's car, hopefully. And that did not go down very well. However, it went down even worse for JV. Which is a good thing for me because it means I actually lead this thing. In spite of my mistakes. Which at this point is the only thing I can really ask for. As long as I get JV's car afterwards, I just don't care. I want JV's car more than anything. I really do. I've pretty much made it my mission now to say that I am gonna fucking collect every single blacklist car in this game. In the console version, I mean. And if I ever get round to doing the Xbox 360 version, I'll probably do something similar to that. But either way, I still win. As I win in the end by 89 miles per hour over JV. Here's to hoping we can actually get his car this time. And we get a massive payday with 54,000 in cash. Cool. I think that should give me more than enough to buy the car that I really want to buy once we get to the end of this. Anyway. Done the 3 races again, so now we just have to hope we can get his car. See what this one does. Release from impound. Am I gonna get lucky this time? Yes! I don't have to do that fucking godforsaken drag race again. Thank God. I actually got the Viper. Okay, we're cool. And now we are into the top 3 of the blacklist. And where our next opponent is Ronald McCrea, also known as Ronnie. And we will be doing his blacklist races next time on Most Wanted.